Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for December the 9th. I'm going to be pulling one card for each sign. If you know your sun sign, you can get that much information out of this video. If you know your sun, moon, and rising, you get a little bit more. And if you know all your planetary placements, you can get quite a bit of juice out of a quick little video like this. Thank you for remembering that the contest is still ongoing, and if you would like to enter into the December drawing, all you have to do is put a comment below the video. Let's see what we have, All right, guys, for Aries, first off the bat, we do have the Two of Swords showing up in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse is just meaning that you have some type of decision to make today, Aries, and it feels to me like you're having a hard time really deciding which side of the fence you want to land on for this decision. Best advice here is just take your time, sit with the decision, let the answer sort of float up to the surface for you instead of trying to rush this decision. If you have that luxury. If you're the only one pressuring yourself to make this decision, then just take the pressure off, let it happen as it happens. If you've got somebody else pressuring you, see if you can buy some time. Taurus. So Taurus, what we have, is this just one card? Yes. Taurus is what we have is the Eight of Swords showing up in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse is my breakthrough card. This is when we have a certain understanding about something that was where we see where our own perspective was holding us back before, and now as we understand that that was holding us back, we see a way forward. So very good card to have, Taurus. This means that we're doing some type of problem solving where we may have felt stuck or immobilized before. All right, next up we're looking at Gemini. Gemini is Queen of Wands showing up in reverse. Geminis, I think you're going to be interacting with somebody today who can be a little bit controlling and overbearing, possibly even a little bit of a micromanager. Cancers. Seven of Swords. Cancers, I think there's something that you're going to be trying to get out of or get out of early. This can be skipping class or just showing up for a few minutes at a party so you can say that you showed your face. This could be a lot of things, but I think that you are trying to sort of sneak away from something without alerting people to the idea that you're trying to get out of that situation, whatever it is, whether it's a social situation or some other type of situation. All right, next up, let's look at Leo. Leos, you have the Empress in reverse. Empress in reverse just means that you're having a little trouble manifesting, and the reason you're having trouble manifesting is because you are focusing on your fears or what you're hoping not to have instead of focusing on what you're hoping to have. So you want to shift that focus. If you can't actually do that pivot there, then you just want to focus on something completely different, just so you're not giving any more energy to the negative outcome that could possibly happen if you keep focusing on that. Okay. Now let's see. Up next is Virgo. Virgos, you guys have the Five of Swords showing up. This just tells me there's some kind of argument or debate or fight that is happening today. You want to be really careful with this. Make sure that you're choosing your battles. Make sure that it's worth it to get into this fight before you do. Okay? La da da. That's what I like about free will. We can change the things we don't like. Libra. Libras, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles showing up in reverse. Libras, this could be for the minority of you, this is going to be you, but for most of you, you are witnessing a situation where there is somebody who has been generous in one way or another to somebody in their sphere of influence. So they have been generous either with time, energy, money, resources, and they did that hoping to give this other person a leg up. This other person, I am feeling very strongly, is not you. And what they're finding is that instead of giving this person a leg up, it's made that person more dependent on the Queen of Pentacles that's in your sphere of influence. And so now this person is cutting off that generosity. She's done with that. And I think you're going to have, a front row center seat for that little showdown. Yummy, yummy, right? Next up, let's look at Scorpio. Scorpios, we have the Devil showing up in reverse. This is some kind of fear, obsession, addiction, some type of escapist behavior that's going on that we are facing. We're looking at it today. Normally it would suck us in, but we have done whatever work we needed to do with this apparently, because today it's not sucking us in. We're not getting sucked into that fear, that temptation, addiction, obsession, escapist behavior, whatever version it takes. We are not getting sucked into that today. We like it. We like it. All right, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you guys have the world showing up in reverse. This is telling me that there's something that you did think was the ideal. And now you're starting to realize that it is close to what you want, but it is not exactly ideal. So just having that realization today, Sagittarius, which allows you to do a little bit of a course correct there. Okay, next up, let's look at Capricorn. Capricorns, Queen of Swords showing up in reverse. I think this is the first time since doing these dailies that I've had my Queen of Pentacles and Queen of Swords both show up on the same day. They're very similar energies, where the Queen of Pentacles is about generosity and giving that generosity and then saying, whoop, I'm cutting that off because it's not helping, it's only making things worse. The Queen of Swords is cutting off communication. Okay? So Capricorns, I think that you're cutting off communication with somebody. This is blocking people on Messenger or any other social media. This is just not giving somebody access to you. In the case where, you know, you have to give them a limited amount of access, then this is still cutting them off from any other communication. So for instance, if you run a business together, everything that is discussed must be about business. Otherwise, you're probably going to hang up the phone or not respond if it's not on the phone. If you're co-parenting, everything that you're talking about must be about the kids. Otherwise, you really are not having anything to do with that conversation. So if you are not able to cut somebody off completely, you are cutting them off as completely as you can today, Capricorns. Okay? So next thing that we have coming up, Aquarius. You guys have the Fool card showing up in reverse, and the Fool in reverse is just saying that there's something that you began in the past as a leap of faith, not really knowing where this was going to take you in the long run, just knowing that you knew that you knew that you knew that it was the thing to do for you right then and there. And so with the Fool card showing up in reverse, this is saying that situation, you are reevaluating that situation today. You're asking yourself, has it served its purpose? Should I go ahead and shut this down? Or is it worth it to keep it going? Is there more good juice coming out of this if I keep moving forward with this situation? The fact that this card comes up tells me that you are deciding to go ahead and keep moving forward with it. Okay? So next up we have Pisces, I think. Yes, Pisces, Pisces. Ooh. So Pisces, Nine of Swords just tells me that you're under a lot of stress today. And for those of you who have been listening to me for a while, you know that this is usually stress about something that we can't control anyway. And so you want to just ask yourself, have I done everything that I can to make sure the outcome is a good one here? If you have, then you want to just turn loose of this, let it go, and yeah, let it go and get rid of some of the stress. Just let this cookie crumble however it needs to crumble, because all of this stress is not good for you. It's only going to make things worse for you. And it's well, you know, we used to say it's not going to change the outcome, but if we focus negatively on things, it only makes them worse. So let go of the stress whatever way you can do for that, whether you have to do emotional and spiritual healing, or if you have some things that you can still do those. But let go of the stress. You don't want to hold on to it. That's the bottom line here, Pisces. All right. So thank you everybody very much for being here. I do appreciate y'all spending some of your precious time with me. Thank you also for booking private readings and private Reiki sessions with me. Thank you for all the likes, the shares, and the comments. Of course, remember, enter the contest with the comment. And thank you just for all your support, because it's because of you that I get to do what I love to do for my living. So thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Peace out, everybody. Have a great day.